Warriors Nation, bombastic news is shaking up our franchise. Jimmy Butler is on the radar. Curry is being real about retirement, and there's even a chance we could bring Vusic to our team. Stay until the end because today we're going to discuss how these moves can completely change the future of our team. Family, we need to have a serious conversation about the future of our dynasty. The news about the possible retirement of Chef Curry hit all of us like a bolt from the blue. With a $62 million contract and an unparalleled legacy, our number 30 is starting to think about the future. And this is something we cannot ignore. Let's be honest. Curry revolutionized basketball. We're not just talking about numbers. Although 22.5 points per game with a 44.4% field goal percentage are impressive statistics for someone in their 16th season, we're talking about someone who completely changed the way basketball is played. The podcast with LeBron and Durant revealed a side of Curry that few knew. The maturity with which he spoke about the end being near shows how much our leader is aware of the moment he lives in. But look closely. This end doesn't necessarily mean it will be now. With Curry's playing style, which relies more on skill than athleticism, he could easily play at a high level for another 3 to 4 years. The question is, we need to maximize this time. The Warriors understand this, and that's why they're actively seeking reinforcements like Jimmy Butler and Dennis Schroeder. The franchise is determined to give Curry all the necessary tools to pursue another ring before hanging up his sneakers. Now, let's talk about a possibility that is making all Warriors fans extremely excited: Nikola Vucic. The Chicago Bulls center is having a surreal season, proving that he still has a lot of high-level basketball to show and elevate the league standard. With impressive averages of 20.7 points, 9.8 rebounds, and an incredible 45.6% three-point shooting, Vucic not only dominates the paint but also threatens the perimeter, becoming a dual threat on offense. His ability to extend the game with long-range shots is rare for a center of his stature, making him a perfect fit for the Warriors' dynamic system. Think about it. When was the last time we had a center with such offensive versatility? Vucic is not just a back-to-the-basket player. He is a constant threat on the perimeter, something that fits perfectly with our game philosophy based on spacing and fast pace. His ability to open up the court with precise three-point shots and his off-ball movement would create enormous spaces for Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson to operate even more effectively. Additionally, Vucic has excellent court vision, allowing him to create scoring opportunities for his teammates, similar to the role Curry plays as the primary offensive playmaker. This combination of skills would not only increase our offensive production, but also make opposing defenses even more overwhelmed and disorganized. The most interesting part of this potential acquisition is that the Warriors already have the expiring contracts and draft capital needed to make this deal happen without significant financial complications. The Bulls, who are in the process of rebuilding after several seasons of underperformance, might be interested in a combination of promising young talents and draft picks that the Warriors could offer. Players like Gary Payton II and Kevin Looney, along with some first and second round picks, could make up an attractive package for Chicago, which is looking to rebuild its roster based on young and future talents. This is the type of deal that benefits both sides. The Warriors gaining an elite center who fits perfectly into their system, and the Bulls obtaining valuable assets for their future rebuilding. And we can't forget the chemistry Vucic would bring to the team. He is an excellent passer for his position, averaging 3.2 assists per game, which means he can act as a second playmaker in the paint, facilitating ball distribution and creating high-impact plays. Imagine Vucic operating in the high post, finding Curry and Thompson on cuts, or stepping out to the perimeter for an open shot. His presence in the game would facilitate faster and more efficient transitions, in addition to adding an extra layer of defensive strategy, as he would be able to protect the rim while still threatening with his outside shooting. It would be a true nightmare for opposing defenses, which would have to adjust to contain both the offensive power of Curry and Thompson and the versatility and impact of Vucic on the game. Additionally, Vucic's experience in decisive games and his ability to stay calm under pressure are traits that would perfectly complement the Warriors' winning mentality. He has already demonstrated his ability to perform in crucial moments, whether in the NBA Finals or in intense playoff games, bringing a serious and reliable presence to the team. His silent leadership in the paint could also positively influence the team's young talents, inspiring them to elevate their game and contribute more significantly. With Vusic, the Warriors would not only increase their offensive power, but also strengthen their defensive structure and team depth, becoming an even more complete and prepared team to face any challenge the season may present. But the bigger bomb is yet to come. Jimmy Butler. The possibility of bringing Jimmy Buckets to the Bay Area is something that needs to be discussed with the seriousness it deserves. We're talking about one of the most competitive players in the league, someone who would completely change the dynamic of our team. Butler is not only known for his exceptional on-court skills, but also for his unwavering leadership and his ability to inspire his teammates to give their all in every game. His presence on the Warriors would bring a new dimension of intensity and determination that we already know the team possesses, but which could now be amplified to unprecedented levels. The discussion about sacrificing part of our young core, including Kuminga and Wiggins, is complex but necessary. Butler is not just another all-star. He is a natural leader, someone who would elevate our defensive intensity to another level. His competitive mentality would perfectly align with the winning culture we have built. Additionally, Butler brings with him vast playoff experience, having been a key piece in title campaigns with other teams. This experience would be invaluable to the Warriors, especially in decisive moments of the finals, where every detail counts. Butler's maturity and championship mindset could serve as a model for our young talents, helping them develop a more strategic and focused approach in important games. Our recent record of 3-11 in the last 14 games is unacceptable, and the management knows it. Butler would be the immediate answer to many of our problems. His ability to create plays in the closing moments, defend the best opposing options, and lead by example are exactly what we need right now. Moreover, Butler has a unique ability to attract defensive attention from opponents, opening up space for our shooters like Curry and Hield to have more scoring opportunities. His presence on offense could diversify our offensive scheme, making us less predictable and harder to defend. With Butler, we could implement new offensive strategies that take full advantage of his penetration ability and court vision, creating more scoring opportunities for the entire team. The title window with Curry is still open, but we need to act quickly. The combination of Butler with our current core, especially if we can retain key pieces in the process, would immediately put us back in the title conversation. And it's not an exaggeration to say that we could have the best defensive backcourt in the league with Butler and Draymond. Together, they could form an unbeatable defensive duo, covering a wide range of opposing players and neutralizing the main offensive threats of opponents. Additionally, Butler would bring new energy to the team, encouraging everyone to elevate their game and maintain competitiveness in every match. This combination of defensive strength and offensive versatility would be a huge asset in the final stages of the season, where every win becomes crucial to secure our playoff position. But the benefits of bringing Butler are not limited to on-court performance. His charismatic personality and exemplary work ethic could positively influence the entire team environment. Butler is known for his ability to motivate his teammates and keep morale high, even in adverse situations. This would be fundamental to maintaining group cohesion and ensuring that everyone is focused on common goals. Additionally, his presence could attract other high-level players to the Warriors, creating a ripple effect that would further strengthen our roster. Integrating Butler into the team could also increase our visibility and commercial appeal, attracting more sponsors and expanding our fan base globally. The negotiation to bring Butler would involve significant sacrifices and financial adjustments. The management would need to carefully assess how to balance salaries and ensure that adding Butler does not compromise our future flexibility. However, the potential benefits outweigh the challenges, especially considering the urgency to solve our current problems and reposition ourselves as serious title contenders. The team's determination to make the necessary moves to achieve excellence is evident, and Butler represents a golden opportunity to turn that vision into reality. The arrival of Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors could be the catalyst we need to overcome recent difficulties and consistently compete for titles. His combination of defensive skills, leadership ability, and playoff experience would make him an invaluable addition to our roster. The decision to sacrifice part of our young core is difficult, but if done with proper consideration and planning, it could result in a more balanced, resilient, and competitive team. The Warriors have the opportunity to reinvent themselves and reestablish themselves as one of the most feared and respected franchises in the NBA. With Butler by our side, the future of the Warriors looks more promising than ever, and we can't wait to see how this possible alliance will unfold in the coming weeks. So, Warriors Nation, what did you think of these analyses? Leave a comment telling us which move you prefer, Butler or Vusic. Or will we get both? Don't forget to leave that like and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analyses about our team. Next week, I'll bring exclusive details about these negotiations. This is Warriors Forever. Until the next video,